So class, in the last class, we have done the first 5 rules of verb. Okay, and today we are going to proceed further with rest of the rules. So rule number 6 is when indefinite pronoun and nouns will be singular or plural depending on the subject of the prepositional phrase. So just look at the example, some of the ducks. Okay, so here some is the main subject and it has a prepositional phrase. So you will not consider some here, but you will consider the subject here in the phrase. If the subject here in the prepositional verb is plural, it will be considered as plural, and if it is singular, it will be considered as singular. Like see the example, some of the students. So here students is plural, so we will be adding are as the verb. Whereas some of the cake. So here cake is the singular, so instead of are, we are going to add is. Fine. So in this kind of sentence, you will always see the subject used in the prepositional verb, whether it is singular or plural, right? So this is a different one. Now moving to the next one, when a collective noun. Now you have studied about this noun in the types of noun. Collective noun means family, group, class, troop, army, a collection of anything. Fine. So whenever a collective noun is used as a subject, it is always considered as singular only. Fine, suppose you are using my family. Of course, a family includes number of members, but we are not going to consider it as plural according to the members, but we are going to consider it as singular because it is one family only. Fine. So here, as I told you, that the verb depends on the collective noun. Fine. Although the family, the group, the committee, the army, they have number of participants, there are number of people there, but we'll not consider them individually, but we'll consider them as a group. So always a collective noun is considered as singular. And when it is singular, you will use the singular verb here where you're going to add S or ES to the verb. Fine. So after getting to the seventh one, let's get to rule number 8. A few nouns like such as economics, mumps, measles. Now see, look here. We never write economic. We always write economics. Fine. You never write math. You always write maths. Fine. So these are the words, these are the nouns where automatically S is there. But that doesn't mean it is a plural. Okay. If there is S also, still these nouns will be considered as a singular noun. Fine. See the example. Economics is her favorite subject. Fine. So don't consider this S for the plural part, but here S is by default added to economics. So it will be a singular only. So we are going to add the singular form of verb. Okay. Before I proceed further, for the students who have joined the class late, I want them to just revise few of the one which we have done. Okay. And they are, sixth one which we did was that whenever there is a sum in the sentence, we'll not consider sum as the subject, but we will decide our verb as per the subject used in the phrasal part. So here students is plural, so you will be adding plural verb, and cake is singular, so you will be adding singular verb. Very simple. The second rule which we studied was the collective noun. Whenever there is collective noun, it is understood that there are number of things in that collection, but that collective noun indicating word is considered as singular. So we add the singular verb to it. And the one which we have done just now is there are some words which by default have S to it. Okay, like measles, mumps, economics, maths, news. But these S doesn't show that it is a plural, but they will be considered as singular subject only. So we will be adding the verbs which are singular to it. Okay. I guess it's clear till here. Now moving to the ninth one. See the example first. 10 pounds of chocolate is too much to eat at once. 13 feet of kite strings tangles very easily. Now, very simple. Whenever there is a unit of measuring the time, distance, money, or any measurement, you will be considering it as the singular part. Don't just see that it's 10, so it's plural. No. Okay, whether it's 1, whether it's 2, or whether it's 100. The measuring unit will always be considered as the singular subject. Okay, and as we are doing, singular subject will be proceeded further with the singular form of verb. Okay, it means in the helping verb it will be is, and with the verb you're going to add s or es. So don't just go on the number, but always consider it as the unit of measurement. I hope I'm clear till here. The 10th verb which we are going to do is in the question. Okay, in a question or in a sentence that begins with, any sentence that begins with there or here, the verb will often come before the subject. Okay, we know that because whenever we have done in the tenses that whenever you change a sentence into interrogative, you bring the helping verb in the beginning of the subject. So here the subject is sweater. Okay, and to make it as a question, we have brought the helping verb in the beginning of it. Fine. So it will be again decided as per the subject. Sweater here is a singular form. So we will be adding it with is. And sweaters here is plural form. So we will be proceeding it with are. Class, I hope I am clear till here. Okay, so we have done 5 rules for the verb agreement today and 5 we have done on the last class day. The 6th one which we have done is with the phrasal verb, your verb depends on the phrasal subject. The 7th one was with the collective noun, we always use the singular verb. Then the 8th rule was some of the verbs which are by default preceded with s or es, we always consider them as singular only. So you will be adding singular helping verb to it. The 9th one, whenever we are using any unit of measurement, okay, don't go on the unit but consider it all together and it will be considered as a singular form. So you will be using the singular verb or helping verb. And the 10th one that we have done is in the interrogative question or a sentence which is starting with there or here. Fine, that always the subject comes at the end of the sentence, but the rule will remain the same. Okay, class? So I guess it's clear till here.